and welcome to Dice Friends. This is session 5 of Escape from Semolo Plateau. I'm Dale Friesen, and I'll be the Dungeon Master tonight. We are playing with the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules from Wizards of the Coast. Paul, will you start the character introductions, please?
Yes, I am Dande, the 3rd level Tabaxi monk, and I am excited to punch people. Or possibly not punch people.
Punch or claw.
Yeah,
Or
there's
kick.
lots of options.
You got a tail that's...
Some people don't even get punched if they're nice.
You got a spear now.
That group of people is fairly small.
I'm Kathleen. I'm playing Mora, who is a 3rd level elf rogue with a thief speciality.
Ooh.
So that's very useful out here in the jungles of Chult.
Lots of stuff to steal. I'm Beach. I'm playing Bonton, who is a level 3 albino hill dwarf cleric, because albino hill dwarfs are a thing here in Chult. And I am...
Well, they're all... Isn't it just a dwarf from Chult? Aren't they all albinos on Chult?
There are some non-albino dwarfs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're kind of like we were underground, and now we're no longer underground. Volcanic activity. So I like to heal
Good reason not to be underground.
people, and I am looking forward to healing more people.
Heal people and chew bubble gum, and bubble gum doesn't exist on Chult.
That's right. That's exactly it. And I am definitely not a necromancer, and please stop asking.
If there were bubblegum on Chult, it would probably be poisonous.
Probably. And I'm Snack, and I'm a level 3 Batiri, or what they call the goblins of Chult. And
I feel like Batiri probably have to do that all the time.
I'm
It's like,
Batiri.
I'm Batiri.
You really look like a goblin. Sure.
And if you ask for
Fine.
the Batiri value menu, you can get a stack of snack.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
They do pile up. And I'm really looking forward to finding out what just happened behind me.
Well, then we should summarize.
Yes, please.
All right. So, when we last left our protagonists, they had gone down some stairs into a cellar. And there was a big room at the bottom of these stairs that had a bunch of glowing fungus that had some positive energy in it. They were here to collect this. They left their undead picnic basket and zombie raven escort behind in the rain and came down the stairs. Snack was particularly interested in unhiding a passage he knew about into a second room, but he has seen that it has already been revealed. Someone has already moved all this stuff that was hiding the entrance into this other room where he had stashed all of his stolen weaponry.
Liberated weaponry.
And then
Long-term borrowed.
and I believe
They weren't even using it.
just as we things ended, we were just heard a very loud clap behind us.
Like one clap?
Yep, just...
So,
Like somebody high five.
Yeah, which we were thinking is either the start of a slow clap
Yeah.
or a high five.
so it was a sound that was reminiscent of a clap.
Okay.
It wasn't an actual person clapping. It was, so the earth around the staircase leading up used to be all separated, so you could just walk up and down the stairs. But when it all came in together, it made a clapping sound.
Oh.
Oh,
So it was more of like a
no.
more of like a collapsing sound than a clapping.
Good. So less of a clap and more of a whump.
Well, no, because that's the sound it would make if it caved in. This is just the earth moving
Thunk.
together.
Oh, so somebody
Like
magically
two
moved
walls
theirs
moving together to smash into each other.
That
Neat.
is one reasonable theory.
Cool.
That sounds bad.
So I had bad news for you three, but I have 3 pieces of good news for Snack, who is looking at different things.
Wait.
Yeah.
You get to loot 3 bodies.
So the first piece of good news for you, you were concerned when you saw that this was moved, that your stuff might be gone.
Yeah.
You said you were angry about that. So the good news is that all of your stuff is still in that room.
Hey!
The people who took it are using it, and it's all prominent on them.
Oh, good.
So the second piece of good news.
That was all the first piece of good news.
Yes.
Great.
The second piece of good news is that you don't have to fight them to get it back because they are all already dead.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That I'd say that news is so good it actually improves
The first.
the
name.
first piece of good news.
Yes.
Yeah.
Presume if it's going on this line, the third piece of good news is
It'd
going
be
to be
even
better
better.
than all the previous.
Even better. I
It-
can't see how this could be any worse.
So the third piece of good news is that even though the stairs are no longer accessible, you're not trapped in these two rooms. You remember there used to be a wall that had a misfortune symbol on it?
Yeah. I didn't care about it, but
Right.
other people didn't like coming in here.
Right, because of this
Because of
ancient
the symbol.
misfortune sigil that was on the wall that used to be opposite the door. So that's gone now, and there's a round, we'll call it a tunnel, that's leading away where the sigil used to be. We're going to roll initiative in a minute, but before we do that, if you have some sort of skill that would help you look at a tunnel that was like throbbing, or maybe quivering would be a better word, this would be a good time to roll that skill.
Do we
Wait,
see any
like,
of this?
No,
tunnel-
you're looking at.
Okay.
The
I
three
have
of you.
I have one additional question unrelated to the tunnel.
Yes.
These three guys that are already dead and wearing my stuff.
Yes.
Despite being dead, are they still, I don't know, animate?
No, that was a
Oh.
really good question. That would have been bad news.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
didn't
I
have
was-
any bad news
okay,
for you.
great.
I also still have a room description coming for you, so, but I wanted to,
Identify quivering tunnel.
yes.
I
Well,
can make a
I mean, survival.
I was, survival or perception would be
I
fine.
can make a perception check.
Sure.
I'm not particularly I'm not a particularly perceptive goblin, but let's find out.
When you say quivering tunnel,
That wasn't terrible. I
he'll
do
grab
right. I
that.
have a negative wisdom. 16.
16 is pretty good. I'll get back to you. You three each have 2d6 glowing mushrooms already, if you want.
Excellent.
Because we
16.
came here to get those mushrooms.
Right, that's why, you're accomplishing your quest. So at 0, you see that the tunnel is kind of pulsing. Not very often, but occasionally. So the
Would you
room that you're all
describe it?
standing in,
I'm not saying this is what Snack would know it as. Would you describe it as peristaltic?
yeah, that was my first thought.
I think I would prefer to describe it a little more vaguely at this time.
All right.
So you got a 16, you said.
Yes, I did.
All right, let me give you the room description as a whole then, because now I know vaguely how good you are at looking at things.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a couple more details about the tunnel.
Great.
So, from the far tunnel toward you, there are 3 bodies of these guys who took your stuff.
But they didn't get far.
Right. They were running toward the other 3 from the looks of things.
What
They ran into you 3.
Oh.
So these guys are kind of like centaurs, but not quite. Instead of a human torso, they have like a gecko lizard torso, kind of green and scaly with very skinny arms.
Okay.
But that's the only reptilian part of them.
Right.
Was the other half a spider?
I'm not using a spider. So the bottom half is millipede and the head is a housefly.
I'm dying.
So,
That sounds
So much worse.
awful.
but they're all dead.
Good.
There is a 4th pile of stuff with some clothes and things. It looked like it might have been a 4th one of these people. But there doesn't
Milliflizer.
seem... Pardon me?
Milliflizard.
Gekiliflizard?
Sorry.
I don't know.
None of you have ever seen one of these before.
No kidding.
You've traveled around a lot of Chald. There were none of these in your journal. Whatever these are,
Cool.
These are new. They also look like they've had all of the bodily fluids sucked out of them somehow.
Huh.
And they have a bunch of stuff. Now, the room you 3 are in is quite wet. I mean, it's been pouring rain and you're underground. The other room is, you remember it having like a 10 centimeter step downward. The water level is roughly even. So like you guys are in maybe a centimeter of water. If you were to go into the other room, you'd be in 11 centimeters of water.
Okay.
We established last session that you all have boots.
Yes.
And now you know why I cared.
I don't know if I'm wearing. I have furry feet.
You have furry feet. You are all prepared to step into water.
Okay, good.
Is I guess the way I should have worded that. Cats don't like stepping in water, but they can.
I mean, cats don't generally like stepping in mud, but I feel like a chult cat is just used to it.
Yeah. One other thing you need to know about this room is that over next to, are we calling it a tunnel? I think we're calling it a tunnel.
That's
not
what,
a-
what you've been saying.
Like, it's
Okay.
not a vent. It's big enough to be a tunnel.
Right.
Is this
It's
more like-
almost 2 meters in diameter.
Would an orifice be a better description?
a portal.
Righto.
So,
Is there some sort of sphincter-like door somewhere that we're gonna...
well, it used to be blocked with a big misfortune symbol.
Big old wall hole.
And yes, so the big old wall hole has next to it a black sphere that looks like it has lots of black things wrapped all up. You don't know what it is. It's like 1.5 meters in diameter, just sitting there.
Holy crap.
It-
It's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like this big in
Oh,
diameter.
yeah.
It's probably a bit more of an obloid spheroid, but we'll say roughly round.
Okay.
And with your perception check, you can see,
The most perceptive Snack's ever been, I think.
yes.
I feel like his acuity has been somewhat heightened by the circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's got a wisdom of 8, but I rolled really well.
Yeah, nice.
So you hear running water in the distance down the tunnel.
Huh.
And just an occasional, maybe a squeal or a squeak or possibly a chirp. It's pretty far away. Some sounds coming from down the tunnel.
Huh.
It's not Nilithid, I don't think.
Probably not, no.
It's too big. And
that wasn't high on my list of things I thought it might be. But thank you.
So, we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
I want to tell you what I'm doing for house rules for the bodies that have a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Because maybe for some reason you want to take stuff from them quickly. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to take your time while we're initiative and just search them thoroughly. But each of the bodies has several objects, partially underwater, partially obscured by the body. Also, there's a pile of stuff that includes like a bunch of old clothes. If you want to, as a standard action, you can grab something at random from the body. Or, as a standard action, you can look at what's on the body, in which case I will give you the envelope that has a piece of paper for everything that's on the body. You can also, so remember you have like move actions and standard actions and interactions. That's what you would use if you're like pulling an arrow
Right.
before you use your standard action to shoot somebody. So you could use that to take a thing. So you could actually, if you walk up to one of these bodies, take 2 things on your turn. Or if you're a cunning rogue, you can interact with items as a bonus action. That's the use object
Right.
thing. Like the thing about the rogue isn't that they get to use an object, it's that they get to use it as a bonus action.
So stealthy of hand.
Yes. Just really quick at grabbing stuff off of prone people. So we're going to roll some initiative now.
Well,
Wow.
just when you needed it.
I'm going to be really quick at this.
So, for instance, presumably one of the things on the bodies is like some armor.
So each of the bodies has one of Snack's spears, for example. One of them had taken the leather armor that Snack had hidden here and was holding it up trying to shield itself from something. But obviously the leather armor wasn't going to fit one of these centaur
Can't remember
things.
who was it who wanted that. You?
I mean,
Any armor,
Yeah, you wanted the leather armor.
every armor.
yeah, Bowden needs as heavy armor as we can get.
Maura, what's your initiative?
If we
Is
get
anyone,
17.
Is anyone
17.
keen on great clubs or flails?
Donde, what's your initiative?
Not I.
3. Or wait,
Probably
no,
don't
5.
need those.
5.
All right, Snack, what's your initiative?
23.
Nice.
I rolled a 20.
Well done.
Yeah.
And Bonton,
7. I
7.
don't add anything because I don't think I had anything that gave me a boost to initiative.
It's
Well,
your
your
dex.
dex is 10, so no.
Yeah,
It's just, I think it's just
Yeah.
your dex.
your dex bonus.
Yeah.
All right, so the tunnel has slammed shut.
That's the tunnel home.
Oh, the tunnel behind you.
Right.
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs.
Home might be tricky to.
Okay.
Well, toward his dwarf clan, which I guess is still home. Or toward
Assuming you don't live in this
Avlinihar's-
hole, everywhere is home, I guess.
I don't live here, yeah, so.
Okay.
Okay, so that has slammed shut. The roots of the various trees and stuff that are above you are still coming down in here. I was worried for a while about how you guys were going to see what was going on, and then I realized that in 5th edition, elves have dark vision, which means all of you can see in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a big relief to me.
Oh, yeah, we all have dark vision.
You all have dark vision.
Good for
Great.
us.
Yeah.
It
So
was terrible to have everybody except one person with dark vision, and they have
We
a
also
torch
could have just
blinding
been like,
everyone else.
also the mushrooms are phosphorescent.
well, and we have said that,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys don't have a lot of them, and they're not that phosphorescent. So,
True.
I mean, that's kind of what I was looking at. I'm like, well, how are they going to be doing that? Like,
How
wait a
bright
minute.
are they?
Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about it.
Good, yeah.
So, I don't know if we want to have the initiative tracker up. Snack is up, and then Mora.
Okay.
You are looking into this room. Got a bunch of water. Got the weird sort of.
Just to be clear, at the moment, we do not appear to be in initiative with anybody else.
At the moment, all that's happened is this thing has slammed shut behind you, and you can see that there were things in the next room that were running toward the room you're in now.
Right. That were right. Are they?
Dead.
They're dead, but like, are they like just dead? Like they died as the door slammed, or
No.
Oh, okay. So it's not like they are in the process of like falling.
Correct.
Okay.
So, Snack, what you want to do?
How long have they been dead for? A while?
You can go up and check them out.
Indeterminate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll, can I tell which one has the armor?
Because he was just like holding the armor, so he wasn't even wearing it.
Yeah.
Sure, that would seem like something you would be able to tell.
Okay.
You want to walk up to that one and grab its stuff?
So, because I can walk up and use my action to get basically an inventory, and then an interaction to grab something.
Yes. So that's the one closest to you had the armor.
Okay.
So I've numbered them 1 to 3, with 1 being the one that was closest to the far tunnel.
Okay. Then sure. Yeah, I'll walk up to the closest one with my move, and I'll use my action to take a quick inventory of what that person has upon. Well, what that thing has upon their thing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
All right. So by the time we get back to you in initiative, you can have taken 1 thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to move us on in initiative. So, Mora, what are you doing? Picking more mushrooms? Surely you're not in any danger.
I'm probably. So the tunnel just collapsed behind me, right?
Uh-huh.
Closed.
No, it closed.
Closed.
Closed, yes.
Like a snap shut.
Yes. Just exactly with that sound.
In an extremely
Suspicious.
unnatural way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not like a door or like a stone piece went across it.
Correct.
Like the walls actually came in.
The dirt moved.
Okay.
Huh. Guys, did you see that?
No, it was behind me. But I heard it.
Yeah. The door is gone. The door is. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna investigate the door.
Sure.
Because that seems weird. Because it's like a very localized cave-in.
All right. So you see that there are several
Elves are so smart.
tree roots in this, and they are moving. Now, you've been in some mystic elf forests where some of the trees move around and so forth.
Like you do.
Some of them have been quite benign. Sometimes trees are not so benign. A lot of the time, though, trees are just dumb. And it can be dangerous to be around moving tree roots because the tree is obviously pretty magical and it's just going to be looking for the nearest source of nutrients.
Dumb as a log. It's a term, isn't it?
A
So-
post?
Dumb as a bumper
So-
log.
So you've walked over there, you've looked at it, the dirt is solid and packed, and there are tree roots moving around in it. Just like that.
Guys, I think we're in a magical. I think we're inside a very stupid tree that is trying to eat us because it thinks we're food. Sometimes you get trees like that. There is a guy who had to share a desk with in herbology class, and he had like a magic gnat eating pitcher
Bonsai?
plant.
Are there-
And you had to mist it like every half an hour because even though it like was supposed to eat gnats, and there weren't any gnats in the classroom, but he was very proud of it. And it was just like this, only much smaller.
Are there carnivorous trees on Chult?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Even without Dale making stuff up, there are carnivorous
Okay,
trees on Chult.
cool. I was just wondering if the three of us who are from here are like, what are
Pretty
you
sure there's
talking
like
about?
carnivorous like dirt.
Okay.
I think we're about to find out. Bonton, what are you doing?
If this is a if this is a thing that can just happen, it doesn't matter if it's magical or not. It just is a thing. The trees aren't magic; they just move. So me casting detect magic doesn't really help us know anything about what's going on here.
I feel like if you detect magic, it's just gonna be like it's
there
all
ma-
magic.
Is there
Yeah.
magic? Yep, that's
Yeah,
magic.
sure is. Everything's magic, or it's not magic because this is the way this is the natural way of things.
I mean, even if it is a relatively natural thing, it could still be magic.
That's fair.
Donde, you're on deck.
Oh my goodness.
I assume you just want to keep picking mushrooms.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I want to do a thing.
Do a thing.
This thing has gone off.
So if I'm like, I think we're inside a tree that's trying to eat us, and you're like, oh no.
Actually,
Right?
hang on a second. I've been here before.
Yes, you have.
This has never happened to us before.
Correct.
This is a brand new
Good.
thing.
Yes.
I've been
Because
here,
otherwise I'd have been eaten by now.
I would
yeah.
have hoped that you would mention it if this was the thing that
I've
happened.
been here before too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
something weird is going on. So I cast
Yes.
Detect Magic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Presence of magic.
great.
Okay.
What kind of magic?
yeah.
Sneaky
You don't
magic?
get.
But what is lit up? What of the aura in the room is actually showing off as magic? The whole room?
So there's the wall of dirt that she's staring at is magical, but the other walls aren't. But all of the tree roots are.
Okay.
Also, all of the mushrooms, which you already knew.
Which I already knew. Okay.
Did there not used to be all these tree roots here, or were they always here?
There've always been tree
Trees have
roots
always
in the
been
cellar,
growing
yeah.
through here, sure,
Yeah.
but
Also, I think his mask is slightly magical, and you have a potion that's magical, and you have a little green bag that's magical.
Yes, it is magical.
Then
do things like +1 weapons and armor still detect as magical in 5th edition? Cool. Snacks holding a sword that's magical
I've
now.
used an action, but I can still move technically, right? So I move towards the room where Snack is
Okay.
to let him know that what is going on.
All
Because
right,
we haven't
so-
actually let him know.
So your character now sees all the stuff. Also, the pile of things and the 3 bodies all have magical stuff. Also, the far corridor is magical. I'm giving you way more information than I think you normally get,
And
but whatever.
the big thing, the big black
That's
round
the corridor.
thing.
Oh, the ball.
No, that is not magical.
Thank you. Okay. I was concerned about that
Because
too.
none of the stuff that you liberated was magical, right?
No.
So these guys brought their own
It was just stuff from the militia.
All right, I have filled you in on wriggling roots being magical and all that.
Cool.
Great.
This guy has the armor that you wanted. Snack got distracted.
So I think you can walk up to that pile
Right.
next to Snack and grab something at random from that pile, like reach underwater and hope that it's the armor.
Yeah, I think I will do that.
All right. So
Should I tell you what Snack took, or should I tell?
you did tell us what you took.
Yes. Well, I just want to be clear. I took there was a rapier.
Nice.
Neat. +1
It's
rapier.
it's
Wow.
made of dark green stone with extremely thin black veins.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah, it looked really sweet, which is why Snack was like, all right, leather armor. Whoa, what is this?
And then it started glowing.
Let's turn it
when
the right
he-
way
Or
up,
no, it
Beach.
didn't.
He only sees the
Yeah,
glow.
you only see the glow.
So you grabbed something before you got to the armor, I guess.
Yep.
So, Donde, what are you doing?
So are the roots all over wiggling, or just the ones by the door?
Actually, all the
So-
roots in this room are starting to wriggle.
Before Bonton's next initiative, he could just randomly grab a second thing.
Bonton
Yeah,
did an action
Yeah.
and moved
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then grabbed a thing.
at random. Yeah.
got you.
So he's out of
Right, because
juice.
the action was the detect magic. Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to go over to or go into this other room and go look at the black ball of whatever it is.
Okay. So, what kind of looking at a black ball of whatever it is skill do you want to use?
I have perception. Would that be appropriate, or would this
I'm
be
gonna
like
let you roll any skill you like.
or would this be like insight or something else?
Investigation.
Insight is like
What do you got the
figuring
best?
out whether someone is lying to you
Okay.
or.
You got a better shot at perception or investigation?
I
do you
mean,
think?
if you're
Perception, I'm better at. So let's try that. I attempt to perceive this.
I point out to Donde that it's magical.
no,
no,
the
it's
ball,
not
the ball's
magical.
not magical.
Oh, the ball's magical. Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking at the
17.
corridor.
17. All right.
Ball is beside the corridor. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So, it's breathing softly.
Okay.
And as you sloshed up to it
Yeah.
and the water started moving around,
Yeah.
it kind of snuffles a bit.
Like in a cute way.
I think that Mora might find it cute.
I don't think she does, actually.
Oh, well, who am I to tell you what your character thinks?
Maura doesn't find a lot of things. She finds Donde very cute.
I mean, every parent thinks their own child is cute.
It's true.
So I'm sure something out there would find this cute.
But snuffle is a cute word.
It is.
All right.
Pugs and dogs.
I
snuffle.
will. Let's
and
back up from that. And
Well, they're all the same species.
I guess it's the sort of looking at it and stuff is my action, right?
Yes. You're right next to guy number 1. If you want, you can grab something at random from guy number 1.
Sure. I'm like, okay, let's just.
Close my eyes and
This is one of those
Reach
like.
into the bag.
I hope this is something dangerous.
When you buy something from the 7-Eleven in Japan when they're doing those promotions and they're like, reach into the black box.
Yeah. I brandish my
Baku Edoku
magic
desu
sword
ka?
+1. Hey!
Hey-oh!
Can you use a sword?
I magic sword isn't actually that good for me, but
I mean, I'm proficient. Is it a short sword?
It's
Or a
a long
rapier?
sword.
Hey, I'm
I'm-
proficient with long swords and short
I took the
swords.
rapier because I'm particularly good with bows, but it's a finesse weapon, which means I can use my dex. So that's a pretty good. It's going to be better than the club that is the size of me, or the maul that is larger than me.
So while you're having this conversation, the roots
No,
in
I
the
was
other
just-
room
That's not a conversation Snack was having.
are coming out from the wall, and they're starting to pierce a lot of the little mushroom things. And as soon as they pierce one, the light goes out of the mushroom, and there's a bulge of wood right in front of your face where the passage upward used to be, and it's creaking. It's growing so quickly as it sort of stretches. Also, one of the roots mistakes you for
A mushroom.
source of protein.
Was it Questlove?
I mean, I think more is technically probably a very good source of protein.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily wrong about its assumption. How's 12?
I
No,
bet you can't
my
name
AC is
another member.
13.
Well, then I guess.
Okay, good.
But there will be more roots available next time because they're snuffing out mushrooms. And also there's this thing just sort of bulging and growing right in your face. How's the initiative tracker looking here? All right, oh, those were the roots. I guess I can unquestion mark those.
Oh,
Should we have it on screen or?
I don't know. Would
we
that
don't
be
have to.
interesting? That's I don't care one way or another.
Great,
Sure,
let's throw it up there.
Let's throw it up there. Then people know what's coming, whether it's them or not.
Oh my god!
Oh, Heather's been able to see this for a while, I assume. No?
Oh boy.
I'm not even on the list yet! Oh my god!
We're gonna die.
boy.
This is why Dale's handing out magic items like candy.
Oh, and I meant to confirm.
Dande and Votan are just gone.
I don't remember which of you guys have inspiration from last time, but you did a lot of role playing last time, so you guys can all just have inspiration going into tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If
You can only have one though, right?
Right. So if you already had, like, I know some of you had it. I don't know which of you had it.
Fair.
You all have it.
if you can, are you proficient with longswords?
No.
I am.
Martial
it's-
melee weapons?
It's Snack and then Mora.
Okay.
Simple weapons and like dull stuff and axes. Hammers and axes.
Okay.
I am proficient with long swords. If you need to give it to anybody.
Yeah. Well, the problem though, it's not
It's not the right kind of long sword.
no, it's a long
It's Snack's
sword.
turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snack's trying
It's
to
strength
figure out.
based, not deck based though.
Snack has a lot of
So it's
So
not,
it's gonna
not
be really
great
bad
for
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
Do you engage?
a lot of Snack's got a lot of information to process. There's the occasionally pulsing tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
There's the
There's
meter
a
and
few,
a half ovoid that snuffled.
Yeah, there's a few things pulsing actually. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the roots are apparently rapidly closing in from the other room.
And they're going specifically for the glowing mushrooms.
Uh-huh. Or sources of protein. I don't know what to begin to do.
We can't go. If we go into the main room, the area where we entered from, there is no way out other than back into this room. From here, there is a corridor.
Sort of a corridor.
Corridor, yeah.
Corridor-ish.
It's some sort of
thing.
intestine.
I don't trust it.
You know, if you're not sure what to do, there's more stuff you could rifle through.
They might give us. There might be a book there, and we have lots of time to read a book.
There's not a book.
No, they were carrying other stuff. Because did you
Right,
pick
but
up?
he's
I've
looked
seen all
through-
of it.
He's
seen all
looked
of it.
through all
Okay.
of Stranger Number 3's stuff. He
You haven't
hasn't
looked
looked
at the other
through.
two.
Right. There's Stranger Number 1. You took the longsword from Stranger Number 1. There's Stranger Number 2. Nobody's looked at Stranger Number 2. Stranger Number 3, you took the rapier and you got
Thieves' tools.
okay.
Oh.
And then Stranger Number 4
There's a
doesn't
pile.
exist, but there's a pile of stuff.
I'm going to go look at the pile.
The pile. All right. And are you rifling through it or taking something at random?
No, I'm looking at the pile. Thank you.
All right. You can take one thing by the time your next initiative comes around.
Yep.
Mora.
I'm going to get away from this bulging tree root
Okay.
or bulging piece of wood and like scamper over towards the other people and be like, guys, things are not looking good and the tree roots are very angry. I am an elf and I am in touch with the spirit of nature, and the spirit of nature says that we look delicious. You know,
What?
in Faerun,
Thank you
when
for
the
your elvish
trees-
insight.
When the
How do you
trees are,
fight a tree?
Axe?
Fight
Fire?
fire with fire.
I'm more of like a city elf.
They're not fighting us with fire.
But we did go to
Fight it
the
with
magical
wood?
forest on a field trip once.
Fight fire with fire, also fight other things with fire.
And there was
Okay.
a lot of people who talked about their magical jobs, like pruning and maintaining the magical trees for like the good of the ecosystem. But that's when like Sunleaf Guilt Blossom and I stepped out behind the carriage that had taken us there to smoke some of the
Pipeweed?
The pipeweed. So I missed that part of the lecture.
If I remember my horticulture lessons correctly, you can drown wood by giving it too much water. Maybe that's the answer.
I mean, I would think all of the weather on Schult has been trying to do that to most of the trees around here, yet they persist.
And actually, in all fairness, are the roots going anywhere near? It's not my turn.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and none of you are in that room anymore.
No.
In the room outside.
No, I have-
The larger room.
Right.
No, I have scampered over away from all of the roots that are like nipping at me and
Into the
bulging.
11 centimeters of water.
Where Snack is looking
Yes.
utterly baffled while he looks through this pile of stuff.
yeah,
So
and saying, "Ah!"
he's next to a pile of stuff. He's next to one of these millipede gecko housefly things.
That's fucking gross.
And so he's next to number 3. He's next to number 1.
Oh.
There's the big sort of black,
Snuffling thing.
right? There's guy number 2. Nobody's
Call 'em
looked through
snuffles.
that.
Okay, let's say I end up beside guy number 2. I'm like, that's disgusting.
So you can have 2 things at random,
Oh.
or because
Or what's
I'm
in
sneaky.
the box?
right, wait, no, you can have 3 things at random,
Oh.
or you can look and take 2 things.
I'm going to look and take 2 things.
All right, so take your 2 things before it's your next turn, please.
If there is any way for me to give you stuff at some point, Mora, Bonton is totally going to give Mora those thieves' tools. I have a feeling.
You remember there were those chirps or squeaks? Yeah,
From deep down
from
the,
deep down. Yeah,
the,
there were
the
more
what
of
we're
those.
still calling a tunnel.
Yeah.
What we're pretending is a tunnel?
Yeah. We're all politely referring to as a tunnel.
It's probably not a Modron.
I don't even know what a modron is.
Deep old D&D
Oh, okay.
thing. I'm trying to grab like stupid monsters at random.
If I have
is
an
not a
option to,
modron.
I'm gonna mention to Bonton that there's some stuff in this pile he probably wants.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So
You're the only spellcaster, right?
Yeah, so far.
Well,
the
there's some stuff
sphere is like one of the things unwraps, and it's sort of
Pardon me.
a big long leaf,
all right.
and at the tip of it is a spike that looks like it could be the kind of spike that went into these dead bodies and drained the fluid out of them. Now,
that
I
sucks.
like my
sorry,
fluid.
where's that coming from?
the big black thing.
Okay.
It's unwrapping this from itself.
Oh, good. Great.
Does it make any cute snuffling noises while this happens, or is it more like a
It's waking up.
chittering? Like a...
No, the chittering was coming from down the
Yeah,
Is it
that's
better
somewhere else.
if it pleases you somehow? Like,
I'm just curious.
So it's still waking up, so it's going to have disadvantage on this roll, and it's not going to use its multi-attack. It's only going to attack with one of its big leaf things. Now, I think someone's closest to it. Who's next to stranger number 1?
That would be me.
That would be you? Well, then you're the one it's going to attempt to drain of fluids.
dodge, dodge, dodge.
But I have disadvantage.
Your precious fluids.
My precious bodily fluids.
Yes. So I roll once and hit armor class 25. I roll a second time and hit armor class 21. Wow.
Wow.
Good dice. Does a 21 hit you?
It does.
It does. Well, that's kind of exciting.
Making up for last week.
Ow.
So, I'm going to roll some damage, but in terms of fluid drain,
No, no.
No.
I would like a constitution save from you, please.
But my fluids. That's like
Precious
one of
bodily
my
fluids.
favorite parts of me.
So,
8 for my constitution save.
all right, so that is not enough. To
good.
make up for it, on my 3d6, I rolled a 7, so you only take 10 points of damage.
Holy.
Ow.
But you do have 1 level of exhaustion from having your bodily fluids drained.
Okay. What does exhaustion do?
The first level of exhaustion gives you disadvantage on ability checks, like skills and stuff like that.
Okay. On not attacks? Then?
I don't think it's on attacks.
It poked me!
I should have had a chart for that. That's an obvious question. Sorry about that.
Nice.
We'll just say skills for now. Ability checks. There's a chart right toward the end of the player's handbook that tells you what the different levels of exhaustion do. As I drain more of your bodily fluids, you'll have more levels of exhaustion, so finding the chart isn't necessarily a bad idea. So that's the black
It feels really drained
sphere.
lately.
You should think about getting like a houseplant.
Ah, yes. Disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay, so the tunnel throbs again, or quivers. Is that pulses?
These are all good words.
No,
Yeah,
they're not.
that
None of them are
happens.
good- None of them are good words. I don't like any of these words.
And then I won't. You don't like the words, so I won't give you any words for that one. Because I'm a helper.
Okay.
It's Bonton and then Dundee.
Oh God. All right. I go to.
So just so that I make sure you have this information,
PHP.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thanks. Yeah.
this thing has 3 of these big leafy things with spikes for fluid draining.
Right.
It only used 1 last round because you just woke it up. If you stay in this room, I'm going to use all 3. Now, all of you can move before it goes again. If you're still in this room, I'm going to attack you. I guess that's what I'm making sure you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the other room is filled with tree roots that also want to attack us.
There are no tree roots in this room that want to attack us. It's just the weird thing with the,
Yeah.
with the whatevers.
So,
And there's also the happy tunnel.
And there's the happy tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we've all just seen the tunnel throb, right?
Just a little throb.
Tunnels don't throb, Dale.
That is clearly not the case, Kathleen.
This one does.
Okay.
Oh.
evidence to the contrary.
It's demonstrably untrue.
What if we kick this thing down the tunnel?
Well, it's no longer a sphere. So.
Can we assume that Snack was able, through means of a free action, to say, "Hey, Bonton, come over here. You might want some of this."
I think he already did.
Yeah, it did.
Good. Okay. Just wanted to be sure that it happened. So then I'm going to go over to, because I think I was at the third stranger. I'm going over to where you are.
Yeah, I'm at pile of stuff.
Yeah, he's at the pile of stuff.
Right.
I would like to rummage through the pile of stuff.
All right. I'll give you something random from the pile of stuff. Do I have the pile of stuff?
I give it
okay.
back to you.
You did indeed.
Okay.
All right.
I kept a potion.
Have a random
No
thing
idea what it does.
from pile of stuff.
Glass sphere.
So in 5th edition, anybody can identify a magic potion by using a standard action to put some of it in their mouth and kind of swish it around. Just so you know. So you're
An
practically
entire
next to
action?
him. It's your standard action to
Right.
identify a potion.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You don't want to rush that.
No, that's fair.
It was like a step, and you've grabbed a thing.
Yeah.
If you want to, that could be your interaction, and you could disengage and get into one of the other 2 rooms. Or you can stay where you are. I'm not telling you how to play your character. I'm making sure you know your options.
Other 2 rooms?
Well, we can
the
go back to
tunnel-
where the roots are, or we can go into the tunnel.
Oh, I see.
We're between a rock and a round place and a bad place.
Unless we are thinking we need to engage with this thing and kill it somehow, then
I mean,
maybe
it just attacked Donde.
yeah.
It wasn't good.
We can either try to attack it, or we can all try to get the hell out of here.
It
through the
also
tunnel.
clearly killed these 3 guys
Yeah. There were
Yeah.
3
With
guys here.
magical things.
Yeah, with magical stuff.
with a lot of magical equipment.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe they sucked.
I'm sure that's it.
Especially the one that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
He had a lot of magical stuff.
Can I still technically just rummage around in the pile of stuff for my last thing? Or because I've done that once.
So you moved over there. Yeah, you've used your interaction to grab
Yeah,
something.
And I can just,
You want another thing?
sure, just give me another thing.
All right.
So should I actually attack this thing?
I'm gonna try.
So-
before I run.
You still
Oh,
have
good.
enough move left. You just can't disengage. So if you want to keep moving, you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to stay where I am, I think.
Okay.
What
From
did
the
you
big-
get from the
From
pile,
the big
Beej?
black thing?
I got a soft bulbous necklace. Actually, let me describe the glass sphere to you. This red glass sphere. How about this? This red glass sphere looks fragile. It was with the abandoned pile of gear near the strangers. I think it's a wondrous item. It literally says wondrous item below it.
That could be super cool.
I just grabbed a soft bulbous necklace.
Right.
This dark yellow necklace is made from some sort of squishy material that occasionally rearranges itself.
Cool.
This item was with the abandoned pile of gear near the strangers. I think it is a wondrous item and requires attunement by a spellcaster.
I like
I
that,
cast spells. I don't know anything about attunement.
I like that you're using Bunton's voice as if he's narrating.
Hey everybody, look at what I found.
Okay.
This is the Sir Digby Chicken Caesar's music playing in the background.
Right.
Let's Sure. Let's try. He poked me. I am going to poke him back.
Feel free.
All right. So first, I will
The PHP.
endeavor to poke with a. So he's like right beside
The
this
tunnel.
This is how big is the tunnel in
The-
relation
the-
to him?
Bigger.
So he could fit down the tunnel.
He could.
Okay.
Does this thing have any? I don't know why we're saying he. Does this thing have any visible like mode of transport?
Not above the waterline.
Right. Okay.
It's got like tentacle army things.
Sure, we'll call them tentacle army things.
But you can't. Well, I don't know. I've never seen one of these before.
You know, like things from. I'm thinking like the things from the Matrix, like the
Yeah, but they would.
all the arms that.
They could just. They could just fly though.
Anyway,
Okay.
I would like to move such that he is between me and the hole, the tunnel, which I'm assuming is just kind of a little sidestep.
Sure, I mean, so you guys all came in, and then you walked in, there's the tunnel ahead of you, off to one side is this thing, so you're going to have to get, like, in the corner of the room.
Oh.
Are you trying for like a corner kick?
Yeah.
Which is a yes, I'm just describing it to you.
Okay. Can I do that with? But I wouldn't provoke by doing that, right? Because I'm not going
Yeah.
outside his.
You go ahead.
Okay. I am moving such that he is between
You
me,
and
me
the...
and the tunnel.
Yes.
Okay.
I hope this works. Or
Well-
not. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
So I mean, if the tunnel is here, he's here and you're here, right? Because it's a rectangular room,
Right.
and this is a door, and he's...
Oh, right.
So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to kick him into the tunnel, it's going to take longer than that.
It's not, I can't just push him into the. Oh,
Right.
That's a shame. Okay. That
Right.
was sort of what I was hoping for.
I was
That I
wondering,
can,
so
that I
I'm
can
trying
push
to...
it because I have a thing that I have a chance of pushing something. So I was gonna I can push him down the tunnel.
You
but-
could push him into the corner, then the tentacles wouldn't reach as far.
Okay, that seems like a better plan. Let's try that.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to play your character for you.
No. But I thought we were more sort of straight on with the tunnel. That makes sense.
Okay.
My theater of the mind was not set up properly. Okay. In any case, I will attempt to poke him with a spear.
We'll have some stage hands of the mind, just sort of...
Move things.
Yeah.
How is a 14 to hit?
14 is a miss.
Okay. In that case, I will attack him again
Go ahead.
I will commence a flurry of blows, which is my version of a flurry of blows.
Wow.
You can do that and attack with a spear?
Yes,
Cool.
because a spear is a monk weapon,
Okay.
which is why I'm not using my newly acquired magical sword.
That makes sense
Makes
to
me
me.
sad. Ugh. Also the same as before, so not
Okay.
a hit. And again. Hey, that's better. How is a 23?
23 is a hit.
Okay.
23 is a hit, 14 is a miss. There's your range.
Okay.
There's some space in there.
Uh-huh.
So I am doing. Whoops. Yeah.
Oh no.
What was that? Do you need it?
No. Well, not right now. I am doing 5 points of damage to him.
Okay.
And now. So how far away is. So. Do. Yeah, so I am going to get him to make a strength save DC 12. So it's a pretty easy save, but maybe he's bad at strength.
Yeah. Maybe he's bad at strength. In fact, he either is bad at strength or rolled horrifically. So I failed my check.
All right. I shall push him as hard as I can, 15 feet towards the wall. Or
Okay.
the corner. So,
Does he take damage if there aren't 15 feet of space?
as far as I know, I don't think so. It says I can push him 15 feet.
Okay, so he kind
Unless
of
there's already rules for that.
squishes and rebounds a little bit. He's kind of rubbery. You notice this because you've just been touching him.
I'm assuming that this also makes it so that he's no longer in close combat with me.
That's correct,
In which case, like, the idea being that I can now move away from him.
unless he has reach.
So I haven't pushed him out of reach range.
There weren't
wasn't
15
enough
feet.
room in
There wasn't enough
The room just isn't that big. You can see that he clearly was stabbing guys much further away than you are now.
Right. Well, probably could have done that differently. But anyway, I shall now. Yeah, I'll try to move away from him
Okay.
and out into the
Other room?
other room, I guess, because
The-
everywhere in this room is vulnerable to
The
his.
glowy mushroom root room?
Yeah, because
Okay.
everywhere in this room is vulnerable to his tentacles, right?
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I am going to get an attack on you as you move, because I do have reach, and you didn't disengage.
Well, I can't attack and disengage. Yes,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yes. How's a 12?
That does not hit.
Oh.
Excellent.
All right. Well, that was Dawn Day. So you're in the room with the roots, so you can see what's happening. There was a big bulge where the stairs used to be, and that bulge bursts.
Uh-oh.
And there's this thing. It's about snack size, and
It
it
doesn't sound scary.
Snack size or snack me size? Or like, snack size.
the former.
Snack you size.
Okay. So the size of a particularly small battery. Gotcha.
Yes. And it is mostly mouth.
I think you went the wrong direction.
So it's on a vine. And it,
Oh, it's like a piranha planty thing. Okay.
yeah, and so it launches out toward you.
Oh man.
But you only just stepped through the door. Like, I feel like you stepped up the steps so that you're in 1 centimeter of
Yeah.
water instead of 11, and it can't quite reach you.
Like the dog on a leash.
Yeah.
And then it snaps back.
Like a chain chomp.
yeah.
Okay.
On either side, there are more bulges that are growing.
No!
Most of the mushrooms have been extinguished. It's really loving all of this positive energy that it is absorbing. But they're just bulging out this round.
It's like
That's all.
Ghostbusters too.
Are these
like-
things all part of the same entity?
I don't think the weird ball thing is. I think
I don't think so
I think
either.
No,
it's
no.
there.
I know it's a separate thing.
I think the wheel.
Now it's in a corner, so if we all just gang up on it and kick the shit out of it.
Snack.
I just
Morna.
like standing between the two things. It's like snap, snap, stab, stab.
Yeah, like I'm
Just like-
safe. I'm safe.
Meow. Dante puffs up a bit.
No, Dundee flattens down here.
Snack.
I'm going to. Snack's going to shoot an arrow at the tentacle ball.
Frankly, if you shoot an arrow any direction, it'll probably hit something that wants to kill us.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
We know 14. No,
Between
14 is a
14
miss.
and 23.
Yeah.
Yes,
14 was a
20.
miss, 23 was a hit. How is a 20?
Hit.
Okay, cool. So, what I'm going to do is 8 damage, and I'm going to expend one of my superiority dice to make that a menacing attack. Which means that the target has to make a wisdom save, DC 13, and on a failed save, it is frightened of me until its next turn.
Ooh.
hopefully it's not too wide.
Bad blob.
I have a 17 showing.
Well, good try.
It's not that afraid of snack.
All right. Was that with your Fury of the Small or whatever?
No. I maybe could have, but no. That was
Okay.
just rolled damage.
That
Cool.
does-
I was just curious.
That's your level, right? So it does 3 damage now? The Fury of the
Oh yeah,
if
Fury of the
he
Small,
wanted
yeah.
to.
It does. It now does 3 extra damage. Yes.
So
So now I got to figure out if I want to.
Move out of here.
So it has used its reaction this round for its attack of opportunity.
Also, aren't I at the furthest pile from it? Or no?
You don't know what its reach is.
Right, it's true. I actually don't know how
So
much range it has.
unless it's got something fancy, presumably it can't attack of opportunity again.
Correct. So it might refrain from attacking him because he's too far away. It might refrain from attacking him because it doesn't have any attacks left. Or it might just attack him. I'm just sort of
Yeah.
presenting data.
And so you've run into the other room, which sounds awful, but I can't necessarily know that. And the only other option, which I'm being constantly reminded of, is to go into the pulsating tunnel.
Which, frankly, is looking better and better. Which is that the idea that that is looking better and better is looking worse and worse.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
How big is the pulsating tunnel?
A couple of meters in diameter.
Okay, so like easily, it's not like we'd have to be like crawling through it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like this is 2 meters.
Okay.
The stream can't see that. 2 meters.
You can
see
just wait. If
either
you do that,
hand.
you could just see your hands popping into either side.
That big.
So it's that big. You can see it's pretty huge.
Yeah.
It's like 5 pixels. I'll run over to join Dande.
Okay. You do not get attacked in the process.
Okay, cool. I don't really want to be the
So-
first one down the flesh tunnel.
So there's
Mora?
Yeah,
becomes-
how many of the new bulbous growths am I seeing?
2.
Okay, so there's one that tried to chomp you, and there's 2 more potentially coming.
Yeah. So one of them burst, and
Yeah.
then there are 2 more growing.
Okay.
Do I get these back, or are you
Oh, yes.
raiding more?
No, you can have that back. I'm going
Okay.
to take a magic scroll, which is written in a completely unfamiliar mystic script, but I know it's a magic scroll, and it says, using the scroll on a dead body transforms the body into an undead skungler, which I had known what a skungler is had I paid attention in class, I'm sure. And a flail.
Do you get 3 things?
I
Because
could
she
look and
looked.
take 2.
Oh, okay.
So can I chuck the flail at Bonton?
I'm no good with flails.
Oh, really? I thought you...
I don't have proficiency, no. I have proficiency in hammers and or simple weapons, but I already have a flint battle axe, which I think is better. It's 1d8 slashing, a versatile 1d10.
Well, I took a useless weapon then. Because I can't use it. I thought you could use it. Because you're like, I need something to use. But that's
So
okay.
you have moved
just
over
needs
there.
armor, not a
If
weapon. Yeah, I
you
just need
wanted
armor.
to, you could have grabbed 2 more things if that's all you're doing. Is
No,
moving.
I'm not moving.
Oh,
or
I
like I
thought you
haven't-
said you ran over to him.
She was going to throw me a
Oh,
thing.
she was going to
but-
throw
yeah,
it. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
All
Carry
right,
on.
so I'm like, and nobody is within, within 5 feet of that round, spongy
Not
thing.
anymore.
No.
He was, but then
Bouncy
he pushed it away. Now he's like 10 feet away from it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to fire an arrow at it, and then I'm going to, get away.
In which direction?
Oh, at the black thing.
No, which way are you getting away?
Oh.
But she's right. Let's do the arrow first.
Yeah.
Fire the arrow at the black thing. I'm getting ahead of myself.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, well, I think that's definitely going to hit.
You know a 20 hits.
Okay, well, I have a 20, so.
Awesome.
All right, so I'm going to roll me some 1d8 damage. Where's my d8? And do
add your dex.
yeah,
bonus.
4.
Thank you.
So yeah, I rolled terribly. And I'm gonna go over and stand over by Dande and be like, "What is that?"
This doorway is getting mighty crowded.
Well, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just like,
Okay.
I got a magic scroll.
Nobody knows what's going on.
I can't read it. Do you know what a skungler is, Donde?
Don't think so.
I
Maybe it's one of those things.
also legitimately have no idea what a skungler is.
So, the black sphere. You two are nearby.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So, first attack is going to be on the person who just approached.
The three of us are approximately in the same spot, right? We're all kind of.
Oh, right,
in the
because you
doorway.
moved.
Yeah.
Oh, so who can I reach? It's just you.
Yes. Yeah, it's just Bonton.
Just Bonton.
AC 10.
Oh, no.
So I hit armor class
you
22.
You need that armor so bad.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, that wouldn't have helped.
Nope.
Oh no.
Roll low.
All right, so 16 points of damage.
Absolutely.
And I need a constitution save, please.
Oh no.
At least con is fairly high
More
for me.
fluids.
So 28 becomes 12.
Oh no, that was only one of 3 attacks.
Yep. And a con save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if I want to roll mine or if I want to roll one of the big dice. Maybe let's roll one of the big dice.
Sure, why
That
not?
sounds like fun.
Yeah, that one's much more visible. Wait, there we go.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, but you have a good constitution.
Plus 3 makes 11.
It's not that good.
I'm drinking your fluids.
Good. Good.
I
You're
drink your
exhausted.
milkshake.
Bet.
And I'm going to attack you a second time.
Good.
I hit armor class 22.
AC 10.
It's sort of comforting that wearing armor wouldn't actually have helped at all.
For 14 points of damage.
That's below 0. All right. So I'm at 0.
Ooh, we haven't encountered this yet.
So before we start your death saves, I
Okay.
still want to try to drink some fluids.
Okay.
So I'd like another constitution
Let's
save.
put it back
please.
up on the camera.
Let's see.
Whoops.
11.
Same.
You rolled the same.
I rolled the same number.
Maybe
Wow.
this one was easy. No.
Okay, so you're going to be making a saving throw against death.
Death.
Yeah.
And so he's unconscious in 11 inches of water.
Centimeters. So his head's probably out of the water.
Okay. Okay.
We don't know that. I could
Yeah.
be lying backwards on that pile of stuff. Who knows?
So I think that you want to fall so that you're not
Face down.
correct.
Yeah.
As you're passing out, you realize you're falling. You can make a dexterity save if you like.
Okay. Why not?
Yeah.
This is a different dice.
You
This
need-
one's more visible.
you
that's
need
fair.
a 10 to not be face down in the water.
Well, we're going to have to go and rescue him and go into that room.
12.
Yes.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
So you are unconscious with a bunch of your fluids drained, and you'll be making death saves.
Okay. When it's my turn.
When it's your turn, you
Okay.
might want to refresh.
Good
yourself
news
on
is
those
there's
rules.
a lot of fluid around, I guess.
I could just start drinking it. I think I'm unconscious.
There's another throb.
Save against
In the
death.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Is quiver a better word? I could say quiver.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
Whatever you like.
Do you get the idea that Dale's just grown tired of these assholes? It's like,
197.
I don't think so.
I feel like if that were the case, I'd be more subtle.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
What a Hitchcock move, though. Episode 5, TPK, new party for the rest of the adventure.
I think we got to go down the tunnel.
Featherweight said he'd be angry if I TPK'd you in the first session,
Oh, okay.
Right.
and I didn't.
No.
Nope.
So you're in the clear.
I hope so. Yeah. Text me if I'm wrong, Featherweight. It's Bonton. Oh, wait, no, it's not. So you've got some rolls to make. Go ahead and make those.
Okay.
Let us know how you're doing.
bet.
You die with 3 failed saves, and a natural one counts as 2 failures.
Oh, good.
You are alive at 3 succeeded saves, and I believe a natural 20 counts as 2, but I can see you're reading about it, so I'll just let you do that. Donde, what you doing?
All right. So what's the process in, say, picking up Bonton and
That,
carrying him?
that sounds like an action.
200 pounds plus equipment.
Why is it always the fat ones that go unconscious?
Why is it always the fat ones who don't wear the armor?
Yeah, well, then you'd be even heavier.
So,
Again, armor would not have helped you.
No.
So I feel like what you want is to not be engaged while you're there, but I don't know how you're going to manage that. Would you be bringing him back into this room with you?
I
Would
think
you be
I
like
think-
javeling him into the orifice? Or what are we calling that? The wall hole?
The garage.
so. I guess one thing could be the plant thing is just looking for protein sources.
Yep.
So it probably won't be working with the black nasty thing.
Also, they
That
light
might
up.
just have cured you.
When rolling a, so if you roll a 20,
Beach just rolled a 20 on his death save.
yep. If you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 hit point. I'm at
Ooh.
1.
Okay, awesome.
That means you can stand up.
Now, because I did that, does that mean that I should actually, I could move?
I don't
Like,
think so. I think that
no.
was your turn.
Okay, good.
Holy moly.
But
Okay.
that means your job just got a lot easier.
Right. So, of course,
What a hardy
any,
dwarf you are.
of course,
me.
any moving outside, any moving around in that area is going to provoke from the stabby guy, and he's just going to stab him back into unconsciousness.
But as far as you know, he only gets 1 reaction per round.
But he hasn't done his reaction yet this round, has he?
Because he attacked me, and that's it.
He just attacked him straight. He
Right.
hasn't done the reaction yet.
Right.
Okay.
You are correct.
Uh,
So someone's going to have to take one for the team if you all want to get out of here.
I mean, Bonton already
the,
did.
The question is,
Yeah.
the question is, we don't even know what getting out of here is in this case.
Nope.
Is getting out of here. So, yeah, I guess before evil guy goes again, he's going to go before Bonton goes again.
Yep.
Yes, everybody
Everybody except
but Bonton can go between now and then.
Can you help someone move?
what do you mean?
Is that like, can you on your turn, like, walk him?
Or fireman carry, like he's down in the water. Like you can
Yeah.
grab him.
He's conscious, so he could.
Like you can
Easier than carrying an unconscious Bonton.
Yeah, if what you're saying is the 3 of you want to run into the room with the rapidly accelerating wooden root bulges, you can run and grab him and bring him back, and one of you will get attacked. Or you could do that into the orifice, either way. Like if all of you are trying to get into one place,
Right. Yeah.
somebody's getting 1 attack.
Yeah.
yeah. So the question is do we want to go for this orifice? Do we want to hang out in the tree root room and deal with that in the hopes that the black monster thing also doesn't want to deal with that? This is the conundrum we have here.
The conundrum is that I don't want to go into the.
What
don't
Dale
wanna
is
go-
lovingly referring to as an orifice.
I don't want to go into the quivering tunnel, but I get the impression that's our best bet.
I don't think I was the first person to use the word orifice.
Okay.
I'm trying to use words you guys
Oh.
are using to describe
Yeah.
these things.
That's
I
fair.
think I may have used that. Quivering tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
you
sorry,
got to do
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You can't just.
Let's.
Dante,
Sure.
I think we got to go to the tunnel.
Okay, so in that case, I will. Now, there's no equivalent of like there's disengage,
Right.
but that's like moving, sort of like away from, like I can't disengage while like trying to move past the guy.
I would let you do that, but that would mean you didn't have. Oh, but he's not unconscious. So you're thinking maybe as your interaction, you'll grab
Like I'll
Bonton
grab
on your
him,
way by.
Yeah. Or if not avoiding the I'm thinking whatever the equivalent. Like I'm thinking in Pathfinder there's like tumble where you could like try to
Right.
get through a thing without and not take damage. But is there?
Wait,
Actually no, wait. I have a thing that I can.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can disengage, and also I can disengage as a bonus action. Would that?
Okay, that sounds really good because that means that's going to simplify you grabbing Donde and Bonton and running out. Sorry.
That's okay.
So if I do that, grab Bonton and run out, he theoretically won't have used his reaction, so he could attack somebody else.
Right.
But so if I'm grabbing Bonton and moving, can I move at? I'm assuming I can't move at full speed with Bonton with me.
Right, but half speed for you is still like a bazillion kph.
I would hope so. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna come in. Okay, this is what I want to do in total,
Okay.
and you tell me how far how far I get
At what
and
point
what
it
happens.
fails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to run in, grab Bonton, and then book it as far down the path as possible. I have a move of 40.
Mm-hmm.
I can double, and I'm doubling that. So I have a move of 80 feet, plus I have a move action. And so I have a move action, a disengage, which theoretically allows me to move up to my move, except I'm disengaging, however that works.
You're
And
keeping
my
it from-
move is 80 feet.
Right.
So
And you do all that in about 6 seconds.
And so I'm trying to
Right.
get us as far along away from the horrible black thing down this corridor as possible toward whatever horribleness is at the end of the corridor.
And
So-
Mora and I get to watch.
Yes. Now, this would just work if you were on dry ground, but you're in 11 centimeters of water.
Okay.
So I would like either an athletics or an acrobatics check from you.
All right. Acrobatics.
So this counts as an ability check.
Oh,
Right.
damn. I can't. It's not my turn.
Oh, and so I'm fatigued.
Exhausted.
Yes.
Right.
So you have
Exhausted.
disadvantage.
So I have disadvantage on this.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Now, if I use my inspiration, that would
Cancel it out.
cancel.
Yep.
I could either use inspiration to cancel it out, or I could use the inspiration to roll twice, or is it to roll again, or is it one or the
No,
other?
it's one or the other.
Okay, I will use my inspiration to cancel out.
All right. So just give me one check on your acrobatics.
Okay, here we go. That is a 12.
Oh.
12. All right. So you are slowed down by the water, and you're moving at half speed, and it still works because you're just that fast.
Woohoo!
So the two of you are inside.
Now, was that a good idea?
Mora and I get to watch what happens and find out.
You know, I think it's a little warmer in here than it was in that other room.
It's less warm. It's more warm in here than it is in the water.
That's nice.
Definitely.
We can dry out.
Hi,
So-
friend. I'm almost dead. I was dead briefly.
Those two other bulges burst.
Uh-oh.
We've established that where you guys are standing, right on the cusp of the stair between rooms,
Yeah.
the one snapping wooden mouth thing can't reach.
What about the other two?
The other two are much closer to you.
Good.
So these are basically wooden mouths full of teeth, and the entire mouth thing is the size of Snack. That's the bad news. The good news is that these things are nowhere near as tough as the big black thing in the other room.
Okay, good.
They're going to have a snack.
Well, we're going to find out.
Hopefully not.
So one of them is going to attack each of you. I'm going to
Yeah.
attack Snack first.
Okay.
How's a 16?
That is a hit.
That is a hit. All right.
I really wanted some of the stuff on those bodies, though.
There's some cool stuff. One of the guys, there's a pile in that he's got like a magic wand, except it's a tail, like a lizard tail.
Oh, neat.
It's also still alive?
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I left that there.
So I did 13 points of damage. I rolled very badly.
Should
Wow.
I guess yeah, we really could have searched those bodies before we activated the thing. Oh well.
Mora, I'm attacking you.
Oh, okay.
How's a 12?
Doesn't hit me.
Lucky you.
Snap.
Are you still uninjured?
I'm totally uninjured.
Wow.
I know.
My dungeon crawl skills suck.
I just took 13 and you rolled badly.
I did. All right. And the other one snaps at you.
I feel like there's a possibility that no matter what Dale rolls, he says he rolled badly.
Yeah.
To either make us scared or to make us feel better.
You know, you've gamed with me for like 4 years, and I always roll in front. I'm using this because I like to support Wormwood, but my... I would roll openly if you wanted me to.
No, this is fine.
It's fine.
We trust you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I got nothing to hide.
It's also more fun to see the look of despair on our faces when the dice lands, and we're like, oh.
Well, it's always the thing, but it's Dale's when he goes like, "Aw." I don't know whether it's like he's sad that my characters are gonna die, or it's sad that I didn't do as much damage as I was hoping.
Yeah.
Depends how annoyed I am, I guess. All right, so Snack, how you doing? It's your turn.
Hasta la mente.
Come on.
You need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Grab something first.
If all you do is move and stay disengaged from the... so the wooden things have snapped back.
Yeah.
You don't have to disengage from them.
Yeah.
You can stay disengaged from the black thing if all you're trying to do is insert yourself into
Into?
the place you guys are.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're calling it these days.
I think the quivering tunnel sounds really good at this
All right.
point.
But not a metaphor.
All right. So,
Maybe we're lucky and it's the back half of a giant creature.
Yes! And that's what it poops out, is that thing that has the thorns on it. It poops out weird thorn things.
that's
We interacted with some things like waste product, and it's angry.
that sounds
It's like when a thing eats pine cones.
I don't want
How
to
is
play
that
one of
like
your
what a
games.
thing-
No,
Pine
that's
cones.
not what happens when a dog eats coffee. What the hell? When something eats something and it does something to it, and it comes out the other end, and everything's fine because now it can fertilize the earth. That's what we interacted with a seed.
You're thinking of civet coffee?
Not just that, but something else. Clearly, I'm thinking of 4 or 5 different things at the same time, and I can't pick which one.
Dear God, please let us be running into a butt and not a mouth.
As we all know, when a dog eats a pine cone, it comes out as
A tree.
a 2 meter long sphere that attacks people. That's a very common thing.
There's an animal that eats a thing, and when it eats that thing, its digestive process strips a whole bunch
I'm
of the stuff
attacking
off of
it.
it.
You're attacking it.
I'm going to try and make it afraid so I can run through the room.
All right.
Attacking the... Okay, good
Yeah.
call.
Sloths and avocados?
Better than 14?
I don't think this is a hit. When do I have to decide to roll inspiration?
Before you roll.
It's too late.
So, what'd you get?
14.
You
Which is
already
not
know
a hit.
14's.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a hit.
Okay.
The whole thing, my whole plan is ruined.
Best laid plans. Is that about the first minute of a fight thing? You can still run.
Don't worry, I'll heal myself.
I would
and come
attack
back
him
for
if
you.
he did.
Yeah, you can still run. He gets to attack you.
Oh, I
but
know.
He's going to attack you with 3 things next turn if
Oh,
you
I
don't
know.
run. So
I know. No, I have to run. It's just now it's not. Now I'm probably going to die. Well, now I'm just trying to figure out if there's any downside to grabbing something on my run past.
You have used your grab
Action.
something. You pulled an arrow from your quiver. That's your
Oh,
interaction.
that's how that works.
Yeah.
Ah.
And you've shot, so I think you just have to book it now.
Unless you want to stay exactly where you are and get bit by wood things next time.
What if
Don't?
I'm going next? I'm much bigger than Snack.
That's true.
What if I grab Snack and just run?
So-
like football carry.
So your move, you could stack with her.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
stack with me. Just let me grab you.
No, that's how that works.
Sounds like
Yes,
Old
please.
Snack stack.
Stack with the elf.
ah! Don't touch my hair.
That means once you're stacked, that
There's
means
no way
that
he's not
That
touching
means
it.
that means you're done. You've
Yeah.
done everything for the round.
Yeah.
Your move is climbing up the elf.
So
Yeah, sure,
it's-
let's do it. I'm
It's
stacking
your
up.
turn.
hang on.
Wait, one more thing though. How far down the tunnel are they?
Not very far. You can still see them.
Also,
Okay, cool.
when you stack,
Yeah.
that means that when the two of you together
Yeah.
are attacked,
Yeah.
one of you is making certain saves, another one's
Yeah.
making the other saves.
Yep.
Does that work out in your favor? What saves is she making if she gets
So
attacked?
She's
she
doing
can't
strength and-
properly stack with her
Yeah.
with each other. Like these two, it's not a proper stack.
No.
So I'm just gonna wing it.
Well, the
It's
only
a-
thing I'm
a
doing is
stackish
attempting to
light
run for my
construction.
turn.
yeah.
So that
So,
should make your life easier.
As a bonus action on my turn, though, I'm going to use one of my other superiority dice to rally you to give you 1d8 plus my charisma bonus hit points.
Oh, while we're stacked or for the rest of the...
Just as a bonus action before I end my turn.
You have these until your next long rest.
Oh,
Or
wow.
until they
Oh.
take them away.
Nice. 9.
Oh, I get...
We might need those.
All right.
So you are going to run through the water.
As best I can.
All
with
right.
the batteria on my shoulders.
Yes. So you're going to be making.
This isn't that unusual. For me.
My strength is very low. That's why I said, let me football carry you.
So you're going to be running through 11 centimeters of water
Yes.
with an unfamiliar weight on your shoulders.
Yes.
You do
We
still
know each other pretty
have
well.
cunning fingers.
Yes.
So if
Whoa,
you
whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa.
you can have a random item from the pile of your choice as you're going past.
Do it. Just do it. Take
It
it.
won't affect whether or not you get into the tunnel.
Okay. Sure. Okay. If it literally is
hold
like a
this.
free action for me because I have cunning fingers.
Yes, because your rogue thing is you can grab one.
I've already searched body 2. So which one should I
The
grab?
pile.
The pile?
Neat stuff in there.
Like I'm just gonna grab. All right. So well, I'm gonna be like snack you bastard! And I'm just gonna book it for the tunnel as fast as I can. I'm quite
I'm going to like
fast.
Ratatouille steer you past the pile on the way.
Grab something! Are you serious, Snack? Fine! Tunnel time.
What do you end up with?
I ended up with a magic wand.
Yes!
This wand is a 13-inch lizard tail that is still alive.
It's creepy as hell.
So you just reach down.
Snack, I can't use this!
Yeah. You reached
fine.
down without looking into the water and picked up a wriggling lizard tail.
So I would like an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay, acrobatics is good.
It's like, oh, great.
Because you're now in very close combat contact with each
Oh,
other.
okay.
Can you just
4.
take
12?
anything she's got that you might
12
need?
is going to get you just
be a-
into the tunnel.
Okay.
If you like, with a 12, you could do like a flying dive, but you'll end up like further away. I'm not telling you this has happened. I'm
Okay.
telling you you have this option. You can get just inside the tunnel, or you can get much further into the tunnel with a leap, but you're going to land face first in the water. Water.
What the hell did that mean?
Digestive fluid, or maybe just pee.
Maybe
you're
just pee.
If you're
Maybe it's dirty water.
Okay.
You can't see through it.
That's
if
fair.
you're prone, you can get up, but it takes
The
half
days
your
when you're
move to
hoping
next.
something is just pee.
Day is going so badly.
Well,
I
that's
still have
not
an
good. I
essay
hope
to
that's
write.
just pee.
So
what I did on my summer vacation.
Yes. So
Just pee.
you've made it into the tunnel.
Yeah.
I just need to tell
Yeah.
need you to tell me whether you're upright.
I don't know. I feel like all of this. I feel like I take the dive to get further down the tunnel.
All right.
Do I have to make some sort of roll to remain part of the stack, or do I tumble away from her?
I think you also take a dive.
Well, if she's landing face first, then I'm either like latched onto her neck or I'm rolling further away.
I think you're like on my back and shoulders.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm asking Dan.
So yeah, what do you want to have happen?
Or do you grab an errant vine and swing yourself off of her?
I don't think there's vines in
Like,
here.
You know, if you
Maybe
tell me
hair.
that some of the roots have gotten into here, I will say yes.
Like, then they have.
Are you sure?
I like these roots.
Jesus
so
Christ.
now there are some in
No,
here.
you moron!
Excellent. So you grab this root,
Yeah.
and you swing yourself down, and you attempt to let go of the root, but it's not anybody's turn right now. So we'll deal with that later.
see, what I was thinking is that it's like this. If this is the elf and this is Snack,
No one ever gets exactly what they want.
and then the elf goes face down.
Yeah.
Snack would definitely have gone face down.
Yeah.
But if she's taking a flying leap,
That was more of a leap. More of like
Snack
a,
could
you
be
know,
like, "Oh hell!" and reach out and grab a thing.
Which he did.
Well,
which he
basically,
did.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but there's an elf sport called softball, and I was actually very good at softball. So it's like going for third base in softball. That's the kind of leap I'm going for.
Okay.
To,
Softball
you know.
exists in Faerun.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it does now.
I guess so, yeah.
At least amongst this group of elves.
I mean, the
unusual.
Living City campaign happened in Faerun, and there was just the weirdest stuff in there. I would be astonished if softball hadn't been brought in.
Alrighty.
There are some more
Excuse me.
squeals, which
Pardon me.
Are now louder.
That went right into everyone's ears.
Yeah, it sure did. I realized that as I did it. I'm like, I'll cover my mouse so nobody has to hear this. I'll just direct it directly to the microphone.
So you're in this
Release.
passage, and you may remember that there's
Back
some
passage.
running
Back.
water
No.
at the far end.
Usually
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
eat
yeah.
from their butt.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Chult, so who knows?
Okay. Running water and chirping.
Yes, that are separate things. So you, looking down with your dark vision, now that you're inside this
60 feet? Yeah.
Yes, and you see that it goes for a ways, and then there's an open area, and all you can see is about a meter past that is, we'll call it a pretty waterfall, going right past.
Okay.
So you can't see where it starts, you can't see where it stops, you can't see the sides of it. It's off in the distance. It's like a meter past the end of this tube.
Like Pretty Waterfall by Faerun standards, or Pretty Waterfall by like still weird, like just water and rocks, or like trees and flowers and orchids?
None of that. No, you're
Okay.
still underground, and it's still running past dirt, so it's not likely to be
And
clear
it's
water.
dark in here, so
Right.
we can see in the dark. So,
But in black and white.
yeah.
So there's that running water, and you heard those sounds. Can't see that. Don't know about that. Okay, so this black thing
Yeah.
is moving. It is reluctant to join you inside.
Oh,
This organic
no.
death machine does not enjoy the tunnel.
It's reluctant, but that implies that it's still doing it.
So it is getting right up to the edge, and if you hadn't taken a dive, I was going to attack you.
No.
But the dive is what saved both of you.
Oh, good.
But it might yet.
It might yet be a problem for Snack.
Yes. And all of you now feel as this entire corridor quivers, I think is the word we're liking. All right. That sounded benign.
Roll for benign. Okay.
I feel like I used up all my good luck on that 20. So
You know what? That's sometimes
where I needed it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Since you're conscious now, you can heal yourself.
And
true.
it's your turn.
Are we still in initiative then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it is my turn. My turn.
You see how many things there are in initiative?
Yeah, just keep adding on. But we can see each other now. We can all see each other in initiative.
Oh, that's
Nah,
refreshing.
That's just what happened to be where we are, I think.
yeah, when I
It's
get
'cause
up,
we're at
when
the
I get
bottom
up the
and
top,
they're
you
at the
get
top.
Yeah.
We haven't
I
actually
disappear.
removed anybody from initiative.
Okay.
What's it like with 1 HP?
I'm trying to. How many of us are damaged?
I'm not actually. I'm totally fine.
In fact, you have
taken-
more hit
Yeah.
points than
You've
you started
taken
with.
damage.
I've taken damage.
taken
I'm
damage.
quite damaged. You're extremely damaged.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
10 down.
I'm a tiny bit damaged.
Well, we'll have to.
I'm
do
also
something
I'm
about
also I'm also exhausted. If that
I don't
if
know
you've got anything that
I don't
fixes
know if
that.
I have anything I can do about exhaustion. Also, does and you know what? I'm not going to ask that question because the answer is always yes. Boy,
would
I'm
say yes.
learning on the 5th session. Okay, I had to look this up again just to be sure. Prayer of Healing is a 2nd level invocation that I happen to have.
Oh.
It is up to 6 creatures of my choice that I can see within range, which is 30 feet, which I'm assuming is
Yeah, we're
All of
at
us.
us.
Yes.
And I'm not going to talk about the other monsters.
I'm within 30 feet.
You
Yeah.
are, but no, I'm not going to name you.
I like that you can choose it. That's good.
Up to those 6 creatures of my choice, which then includes me, I'm going to say, we all regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Oh.
This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. And it is a verbal only, so it's very easy for me to cast. So
That's a very good spell.
yeah, 2d8, that's very visible.
It's a prayer of healing. It's,
Yeah, go for
please
it.
God heal me.
So we get 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier,
Which is what?
which is +3.
6 is good.
So that's good. So we got a 6 and 3. That's 9 plus 3 is 12. Everyone gets 12 hit points
Yay.
back.
Nice.
Now, if you like, this is an option I'm making available to you.
Mm-hmm.
You could extend that positive energy to the corridor that you're in. You don't know if it could take it.
Oh, right, it feeds.
We don't even know if it feeds. But if the corridor is alive, it can be healed.
So you would just send energy its way if you chose to. I don't know how you would tell if it took it.
I mean,
I'm just asking if you're sending energy into this corridor's
like
walls.
we haven't heard it, so maybe
Maybe we can think it's a friend.
maybe being nice to it is a good idea.
Also, there's one root that is probing around looking for energy and fungus and protein
And if we
sources.
feed it, it'll stop trying to eat.
No.
No, you're not giving it food.
Well, no, but it's feeding positive energy out of those.
No,
out of
the
those mushrooms.
roots got the mushrooms and then made chompy faces.
Oh, that's right.
Also, my black sphere is hurt.
I'm not going to give any energy to anything else other than just the player characters. Thank you.
Okay.
Fine. Donde.
All right. So there's the. I am going to go down the
All right.
passage.
You are still carrying me.
Oh, I'll.
If you
I'm
want to
assuming-
be.
Okay, I'll put him down.
Sure.
Okay.
And then I will go down the passage. How I guess.
Splashy, splashy, splashy.
Yeah. In normal thing, I can go 40 feet. Does that get me to the end of it?
You're going to get to the end of the passage. You see that this waterfall that I was telling you about is about a meter past where you are, and you can kind of tell that there's a tunnel or something beyond it, and then the water is coming from up above, and it's going into some sort of crevice below. So what you're going to have to do is leap through the waterfall into the other tunnel.
That's not.
Oh, what a terrible
Oh, I
idea.
see. So there's like tunnel, waterfall.
Yes.
And there doesn't appear to be any ground in the area between the two tunnels.
Right.
How can I get an idea of how far that other tunnel is? Like,
Like
Yeah.
it's like a meter away.
oh, okay. So it's not very far.
Right. You could try to just sort of very slowly angle your way over there.
Ugh. That sounds awful.
Sure, I will.
This whole thing sounds awful.
I'll jump. I'll
Sure.
jump over.
Nice, easy jump, either acrobatics or athletics, whatever you feel like making.
Acrobatics. 8.
8.
I hope it's an easy jump.
It is an easy jump. You know that expression that cats always land on their feet? That doesn't apply to you. So an 8 gets you across, but the tunnel isn't exactly square, and so you misjudge it slightly, and I think you're going to face plant. But
Can't
there's
start on their feet, but my hands count as feet for the purposes of that expression.
so happily there's some fluid over here that you land in, and so you're not going to be taking any damage.
Okay.
What is this week's safety fluid, Ken?
How we're not like deep fluid.
Right.
Okay. So now what does this passage look like?
So you can see that there is a room up ahead. There are some stairs leading down on either side of you, but they're going to submerged areas. So this tunnel, once you stand up and keep moving, you'll be able to see what's in the other room.
Is this tunnel look the same as the other? Like pulsing?
No, this is a more traditional tunnel. I was going to say actual, but let's go with traditional.
If I turn around and look back at the
There's a waterfall right in your face.
entrance, okay. Okay.
If you want, you can put your head into the waterfall and try to look at the other tunnel.
Maybe the end of your spear?
But I think this is probably all you're doing this round.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just move on to.
Nothing has eaten me on the other side of the waterfall yet.
What a relief.
That's as good as I can give right now.
A brief thing that Graham pointed out to me. Prayer of Healing takes 10 minutes to cast, and we're still in initiative.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
are.
we're still in a round.
I thought that seemed awfully good
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's instantaneous, it's verbal only, this is a really good thing. It takes 10 minutes to cast.
All right,
Which
Not
means that,
instantaneous
I'll give
at
you
all.
two choices.
yeah.
Either you tried to do it and it failed,
Okay.
or you did it in a desperation way, but it affected all of the NPCs of my choice as well.
It can only hit 6 targets.
Yeah.
Alright.
Total.
So
Yeah.
it will hit 3 NPCs of my choice
Right.
within
Okay.
range.
Okay, yeah. You know
Within
what, we'll
30
do that.
feet, that's not bad.
Yeah, within 30 feet, that's fine.
Of
yeah.
Vaunton,
That's,
too.
Yeah,
And next time, use it right.
yeah, I will. Absolutely.
All right. How much damage did I just get healed?
You got 12 hit points back.
Thank you.
I mean, there's only the one guy who had actually been hurt, so
What
by us.
does the tunnel do anything?
No,
yeah.
but
Because I don't know if the tunnel was one of the things affected by it.
and you still don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't react.
Okay.
But the root does.
Oh, right, the one that's
You're holding.
the one that I'm holding.
Yes. So
Are you holding it, or is it holding you?
well,
knows?
it's about to try to stab you.
Oh, good.
But nearby.
Oh, its roots are up in initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nearby, now that it has had some positive energy, there's a familiar-looking bulgy wood thing.
Great.
And so the root is going to try to get some protein from you.
Lovely.
Is that a 6 or a 9? Can you tell?
It's a 6,
A 6, thank you.
because the dot's at the bottom.
Yeah, I need better dice. All right, so this only has a plus
ones that only
3
have
to attack,
nines.
so I'm guessing a 9 is going to miss you.
It does.
Yay.
Hitty.
Good job.
Snack's very small.
I don't feel bad about giving him hit points now.
Well,
I mean, right now, I don't
Yeah.
feel bad about it.
All
That can change.
right. The water near one of the descending underwater flooded staircases quivers a little. Snack, and then Mora.
We may want to revise that nothing eating me thing.
Well, as far as you know.
so I can't let go of this thing. right now.
You can now. It just got to jab you first.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I drop. Was me dropping down part of its turn or my turn?
I'm just letting you do it.
Okay, cool. All right,
However that works.
fair enough.
It probably had to drop you in order to attack you.
Right. So I'm right beside now this like bulbous whatever.
Right, but it can't attack yet
Yeah.
unless you liberate it. If you have like a sword or something, you could break the thing that's holding it in that it's growing in,
And then it could come out.
or you
It'd
could
be like
dive
half
through
the
the
water
waterfall.
Stabbed through it.
You've got like a rapier, so
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
pokey,
Well, that's what I'm
pokey,
thinking
sure.
about. But is it going to get all the way through?
Who knows?
I mean, when you chop something with an axe, like it splits, but the axe doesn't necessarily go all the way to the bottom, but the wood definitely splits. So
right
piercing through
Yeah.
a thing.
It might be hard to get through.
That wood's probably pretty ductile though, because it's trying to birth whatever the hell this thing is.
Oh.
So it's probably fairly like it's ready to split. Maybe he can attack through it.
Maybe.
Think of it
Maybe.
less, think of it less as wood and more of a
Something you don't want to
a
interact with.
planty uterus, ready to burst forth some sort of horrible thing.
Sure, let's do that.
And
All right.
if it breaks out now, I guess it'll be like half grown, which is probably
Hopefully.
not as
So,
bad as
So
it
you're
could be.
still in this tube, and
Yeah.
you're thrusting.
No, why are you attacking it?
because it's going to attack me.
We could
I'm
just
a-
run away from it. I mean, you've already said you're attacking
So far,
it.
Dunn is the only one that's run away.
You will all get to go before it goes again. But go ahead and attack it.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're attacking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remind me how
I don't
plus
think
one.
Snack's very smart.
+1 to attack and damage.
Okay, cool. So, and it's a, so it's a finesse weapon, so I can use my dex.
Yes.
So it's my proficiency bonus and my dex, and then the +1 for the thing.
Yes.
Cool. So that's actually the same. No, it's not the same, but it's still pretty good. And then that. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I had all my numbers correct. Great. How's a 14?
14 on this wood thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to hit, but I have damage reduction.
Okay.
So do some damage.
So I'm gonna do. Wait, when do I have to use this? Hang on.
Sure.
I need to know if I have to tell you this before. When you make the weapon attack. Oh, that's to hit. Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Sure. That's fine then.
All right.
9.
9 damage.
Yes.
All right. So I take 4 of that.
Okay.
You have pierced this, and there's going to be a lot of sap that is less viscous than you usually expect sap to be. That is flooding out. But things are shaking a lot. So if you want to easily pull your sword back out, I would like a strength check, please.
All right. I really want this rapier, so I'm going to use my inspiration. Ha!
Good thing.
Good thing. Well, we don't know which one. It doesn't matter. 15.
All right. So you get the rapier back. Otherwise, I was going to let you use your move to try to maneuver
Brace
it
your
out.
foot.
But this way, you still have your move left.
Yes, which is great, because now I'm moving away from it.
All right.
See you, Mora.
So
I mean, we
are you
have to
going
go
to
one at a time.
leap through the waterfall?
That's what Dante did, right?
Yep. And then he shouted out, "Oh, everything's fine. Oh, wait." Or
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
paraphrasing.
I guess so.
Fine, sort of.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
So
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics. 8.
8. So you will land in the fluid on your face next to Dante.
Wait, you also rolled an 8, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. I rolled a 3, but luckily I have very good acrobatics.
I think I did that too.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh, Mora's up. So,
just stabbed some wood. That was exciting.
oh my god. I'm going to shoot an arrow into that thing and then run and then do an acrobatics leap. Into,
Sounds like fun. Let's do it.
all right, so first I shoot with my short.
The wooden thing?
Yeah. Let's see. 6, 3, 9, 12. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
All right, well, then I'm going to run and leap through the waterfall, hopefully more gracefully.
Hopefully.
Join us face down in the fluid.
Oh, yeah, I do really well. 15 plus I get +5 on my acrobatics check. So, like 20.
Oh, I feel like you leap through, you get like a foot on one head, a foot on another head. You move forward. I'm going to tell you about the next room.
Oh, fantastic. I do
Yes.
a beautiful elven roll and land with a flourish.
Ow!
So, in this next room,
This room seems to be carpeted.
in one corner, there's a column of gray mist that is swirling around a whole lot. The nice thing about this room is that it's dry.
Oh, what a
'Cause-
refreshing change of pace.
So you'll go up a couple of steps. You're not up the steps yet. You're looking into the room.
Okay.
In the center,
Are these steps in like the traditional, like somebody has carved these way, or just like the rock is sort of worn into steps?
the former. Someone has carved these. These
Okay.
are deliberate steps.
Okay.
And you're in a worked stone corridor now,
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
which I guess is what I meant by traditional.
Right.
Okay.
So the room is curved, and in the middle against the far wall is a circle with a whole lot of weird sigils all around it. You've seen these lots of times. This is a
Oh.
teleportation circle.
Wow.
So you have no way of finding out where it goes. If you step into the teleportation circle, it will teleport you someplace.
Wait, favorite.
And then over
Aim for the
there,
stars.
in the other corner, is a door that has been boarded shut several times,
From
and there are
which side?
your side,
Okay.
Because that's how you can tell. Okay.
and there are a lot of sigils burned into like the wood of the boards and so forth. Not like magical sigils, just warnings in various ancient languages. Do not open this door for any reason. And then right at the bottom of the door, there's a little crack, and a drop of golden fluid has leaked out. And that's Mora's turn. So who's still in the pulsing tube?
I didn't jump the waterfall.
All right. So
Sorry, Bondon.
Oh, we're really bad to Bonton.
No, well, you have to move one at a
We didn't
time.
have to attack the tube.
I should have rallied you. I am so sorry.
We didn't have to attack the tube.
you could be the bottom of the stack one of these times, Graham.
It doesn't work that way.
I mean, Batiri are theoretically Batiri can be the bottom of the stack.
I've never been the bottom of the stack.
Because you're such a little
I
one.
have no experience.
So
So
there are crawling in from the ceiling. There's sort of a something irises open, and a bunch of
Like the flowers or the eyes?
No,
like
iris,
an
a-
iris, like a camera iris.
yes.
Oh.
So like the eyes,
Yeah.
because that's what eyes
That's
do.
how
Not-
iris is open.
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
flowers.
Right.
a series
and-
of sphincters.
Sure.
Sure, irises. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Irises are sphincters.
Yes, I know.
about a dozen, we'll call them rats. They're not exactly rats. Or
Why?
maybe they once were rats.
Oh.
But they have sort of a green and purple fuzz that's grown over part of their face.
How long has it been since I cast Detect Magic? Has it been
None.
more than 10 minutes? Less than 10
Oh,
minutes?
it's
Oh, way less
less
than 10 minutes. Each round is like 6 seconds.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, these things are magical.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. Now there aren't enough of them to do anything this round because there are only like a dozen of them, or maybe give or take a few.
Okay.
But they're just sort of dropping out into the water. You do know that rats and rat-like beings and beings that used to be rats sometimes form swarms.
A rat king.
Well, eventually, I'm sure. Yeah.
So far, their tails are all
Yeah.
unentangled.
Okay.
But I would think the Rat King would be the last through.
Oh, God.
So anyway, that's all that happens. It has no effect on you. It's just a thing I thought I would tell you about.
Thank you.
It would be rude of me not to tell
Maybe
you.
those are the
A piece of
squeaks.
local color. Hey, Bonton, how you doing?
I'm enjoying the flavor text.
Meanwhile, at the other end, the end you had been referring to as the orifice end,
Yes.
the black sphere has made up its mind and has entered this
Okay.
passage.
Okay.
But it's not moving very quickly.
Okay.
and there's another pulse. Quiver. There's another quiver. It doesn't affect any of you, it just affects you. It's sort of a
Hey, when the
throb.
tunnel pulses, does more of that gold liquid come out?
No.
Okay.
Do I see this, or feel it, or both, or hear it? How am I experiencing this?
I think that you would see it, and I think you would feel it. Probably the water sloshes. I think you would also hear it.
Okay, cool.
Just
curious.
It's a multi-sensory
Sensory experience. That's exactly what I was just going to say.
Just like those assemblies in high school.
So, you have seen this gray mist that is in front of you in one corner, and it is now coalescing into
Oh, no.
a black and white elf.
Oh?
Do you mean like it's an image, a black and white image, or is it? Well, I
If
guess
it is, it's a very convincing one.
Well, I guess it's also it's still in
Like
the dark.
black and white, like, as in like they're dressed in black and white, or they're like
Monochromatic.
So what you're saying is a
doesn't-
drow.
It is not a drow.
Okay, so it's not a black elf.
Right.
Oh, it's a black and white. It's just interesting.
Yes.
So it looks like a grayscale, like desaturated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, I'm
And-
happy to see another elf, but I'm boggled at what this is.
And so, this is a very non-gendered elf, even for an elf.
Okay.
But it starts talking, and you're kind of hearing the words in your head rather than with your ears. And as it's talking, the mouth doesn't really match up with the words that you're hearing, but the mouth is moving.
Okay.
And it's so this elf is
First,
saying,
I'm all excited. Another elf. It's been months since I've seen another elf, right? I'm sorry. And then I'm like, oh no, this is not actually an elf.
but I
It's
think
like
you're
an
probably
animatronic elf.
hearing the words in elf in your head.
Yeah. Okay.
And the elf is saying, help me, I'm caught. Please, come give me a hand over here. As the mouth moves out of sync. So, Bonton, what you doing? And then Donde.
I guess we're leaping through that waterfall to whatever's on the other side.
Your black buddy's just back there. You could go toward the sphere.
I could go make friends with him again. That's true.
I think you were.
He's
very
doing good on
generous.
his own, though. I think.
He's in a timeout. He doesn't make good friends.
As your attorney, I recommend that you
Yeah.
make the jump.
Do anything but what I was just about to do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make that jump.
Go ahead.
Snack is kind of like your little shoulder angel.
And you know what? I'm feeling Jesus. I just dropped my dice and it turns up 20. So that sounds great. Let's actually do this on here
Okay.
because I want to see exactly
This is-
how good I do
this
or I
is
don't.
You're doing athletics?
Yes, because guess what, everybody? I didn't take training in athletics or acrobatics.
Well, you're
2.
Okay.
so 3.
Yep. So 3.
You leap
Uh-huh.
and you catch your foot and you hit your head on the rock and your head goes through the waterfall.
It's good.
Oh, hey, bud.
Still attached to my body, right?
Give me a second.
Oh no.
What the hell does that mean?
Means you take 1 point of damage.
No, it's okay. We healed. I'm at 12.
Right.
Oh God!
I rolled a d6 and I rolled a 1. Could have been more. But that would have been fun.
I'm coming. Oh God!
And I think your face is in a fluid.
Yeah.
Donde, what you doing?
I will stand up and say, yeah,
Shake yourself off.
Do one of the. Getting it. I guess everyone was wet anyway,
Yeah.
so nobody. And then I will go towards where it's not. So I saw a little like, the water trembled.
Right, because there
At
are these
the-
stairs going down into like completely submerged rooms.
Okay.
Also, up ahead, there are stairs going up into a dry room, and that's where Mora
Okay.
is.
For lack of anything better to do, dry seems better. Go to the dry room.
All right, so you can move right up to these things. You see the monochromatic elf, and it sees you, but it'll talk on its turn. You see the teleportation circle. You see the door that's all boarded up and has a whole bunch of warning signs and a little drop of golden fluid.
Does the monochromatic elf, when I go, like, does it look at me as I like go in?
No.
Okay.
It's hard to-
I guess I'm trying to evaluate whether it's like a recording of some sort of magical recording that's just always repeating that same thing, or whether it's actually like a person.
Like a projection.
It's focused on Mora, which
Okay.
it wouldn't be if it were a recording.
So it was actually okay. It was looking okay. And there's nothing else in the room other than
Those three things.
Those three things.
I feel like if one of you steps into the teleportation circle, I'm just going to say, please, please, please all step into the teleportation circle, because otherwise some of you aren't playing in the next session. None of you have to step in.
If all of you go through it, then nobody's playing the next.
Somehow we found the literal back door to the tomb of elemental evil or
I want
annihilation. or
to.
something.
So, the door with the little golden fluid. I would like to now. There's warnings.
It's all boarded
written-
up, yeah.
And there's warnings written in a variety of different languages. I'm
Yes.
assuming one of which I speak.
Sure.
Okay.
Do not open this door for any
Do
reason.
not open this door for any reason.
So-
and it's nailed shut.
Nailed shut. So as you're looking at this, reading it, you kind of feel an emanation from that drop of golden fluid, and it feels amazing. You could touch it if you want to.
I mean, if it feels amazing.
Just the emanation, the aura feels amazing. Would you like to just reach out?
Is it resistible?
Yeah, this is purely an option. He doesn't have to
Yeah.
do it.
I feel like Dante has more street smarts than that.
You're like, if I can resist something happening to me, I probably should.
Because curiosity, that's not a known trait.
Oh yeah, Tabaxi, absolutely.
He's
it
a
is.
monk, though. He's so.
Yeah, I feel like there is that war going on where I'm like, woo, wait, no, woo.
I mean, how much information do you really want? Because one way to get information is to just touch it. If you want lots of information, you should lick it.
All right, I can touch it.
All right. So, first of all, you gain 1 experience point. Second, the place where you touched it with a paw.
Yes.
All right. You permanently have a golden pinprick scar right there. And third, you just feel really good. You feel relaxed. You feel centered and focused. If you didn't have inspiration, I would give you inspiration. Wait, you don't have inspiration. You have inspiration.
Oh,
I did use my inspiration.
All right. Well, you get it back.
holy crap!
It didn't like get rid of my fatigue or anything, did it?
It did not.
Oh.
But
Okay.
still, that's pretty good.
And that's all you do in this turn.
Of the single point of experience.
Yeah.
It was a very small drop.
Yeah, no, it's
He
good.
just touched it with a tiny paw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's good.
All right.
Is that drop gone now then too?
Yes, the drop is gone.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the roots.
That is
You don't have to worry about those at this time.
appropriate for.
All right, so Snack and then Mora.
Can I is Bonton?
I'm not unconscious, but I landed face down in the water, and I'm probably just grumbling.
Yeah, you're going to be fine. Like, the
Yeah.
problem is that you took damage. That's,
Yeah.
that's what the failure did to you.
It hurt, and I'm just like, you can just see bubbles coming out from the water. Just
Can I help him up?
Sure.
yeah.
All right,
That sounds great.
and then I'll go into the.
All right.
Rather than leaving him face down in
Sure.
the water.
And then you join
Again.
people.
Yeah.
All right. Mora, what you going to do?
Okay. So there's a
Is
monochromatic
that,
elf.
by the way,
Yes.
is that drop of blood? Is that drop of gold? It was like
It's gone.
because he wiped it up. Okay.
It sort of went into him. It gave him a permanent little golden scar.
Right. Okay.
He absorbed it.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's,
So,
no-
like,
so
is it
there's
like
nothing
the-
for me to be like. Oh,
Is like the fur in that spot is
Or just the
golden now?
pad of your paw.
I think the pad, yeah.
oh, very
I didn't know if
nice.
you got like a golden claw kind of.
I'm gonna. Okay. So there's a magical projection of an elf talking to me in my head.
Right.
You don't know that it's a projection, but
Well,
I mean, she can tell something's wrong.
okay.
it's not an actual it's not an elf. Like this is not a flesh and blood elf in front of me.
And it's not trying to say that it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's clearly something else.
So I'm going to be like, are you guys seeing this? And
yes.
yes, okay.
What the?
And then, so the elf is talking to me in my head.
Uh-huh.
Can you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what? Its mouth is moving. We can see that its mouth is moving, right?
I'm gonna try to be like, I'm gonna ask it. Who are you?
So I am Hassal, and I'm stuck here. You hear that? They do not.
Okay. Did you hear that?
We see its mouth moving, right? No, it's going.
Thank you, Snack. That was very expressive.
It's just the same thing that it's doing.
Stop. Yeah.
There's no need to be
There's an
condescending.
elegance to elf movements. Anyway,
It's not what I'm seeing. How long can we bicker? These are only 6-second videos.
how come you? Why can I only why I only me here talk you?
Really elegant.
It's kind of like just music tinkling on my ear.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you were the person I chose to address, can you get all of your companions to lie down in the pod that I'm about to slide out onto the floor? Because I can get us all out of here if I can have just a tiny bit of energy from each of you. And then we'll all go to my home,
Where is your home?
far from here.
Is it still in Schult?
I don't know what Chult is. I kind of got stuck here.
So you're saying we get to go to not Schult?
If everybody gets into the thing I extrude, then yes, I will drain a little bit of energy from each of you, and we will go to some place that isn't Chult, where I had never heard of Chult.
How does he know it's not Schult then?
Mora finds the idea of not being in Schult extremely exciting, but also is very dubious of this.
Okay, well, sort of this seed pod like thing that's a couple meters in diameter comes out and slowly opens a little.
Yeah! We've just been attacked by large tree bulges.
Yeah.
I feel like a seed pod, we're going to be like, ah!
Yeah.
And then in all of, oh, well, the three people who are in the room can hear in your heads in your native language, please get in.
What?
But it's still your turn.
Who said that?
Oh, now you guys can hear things. That's good. That's good. Hey,
I'm not getting in there.
could you tell me a little bit more information? I have a paper to write, you see, and I pull out my paper and I pen. So you said your name was what again?
My name is Hassal.
Hassal.
Yes.
Not a traditional elf name, but I am here on exchange, so I'm learning a lot of things. This is
So-
more a killing time and trying to distract it.
All right. So
She's very charismatic, so
Yeah.
maybe it'll work.
Maybe so. If you want, you can give me a charisma check. And
Well, I have
we'll move
a
on.
+5 to persuasion, so let's see. Come on.
You're going to persuade him that you know what you're doing.
In fact, I think I'm gonna use my inspiration here to
Oh.
keep it busy so it doesn't try to attack us while I'm waiting for Bonton to come and join us.
It certainly hasn't given any sign of attacking you.
Okay, well, it still seems very like.
Make your roll.
All right, so so if I'm choosing to use inspiration beforehand,
You roll twice and use the better.
oh, excellent.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Okay. So it likes you.
Many creatures like Mora.
Yes. All right. So there were more squeals behind you and splashes as things are moving around behind you.
Sure.
And then that, and then that, and then that. Once you come to my home, you'll be free of all these distracting colors that seem to be all over whatever world this is. And I can give you some rewards. I've been away for quite a long time, but I'm sure that most of my stashes will still be intact. And then you would be free to be in a place that is much better than this world.
I like color.
Please help me get out of here. I've been
This is
stuck
still
here a long time.
We still don't hear this.
You still don't hear this.
Okay.
Uh,
What
and,
is?
and that's all it's doing. It's just, it likes you. It's trying to tell you
I'm
what it
taking
wants.
an interest.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. Distraction, no color world distractions, you said? Okay.
So, yeah, you have befriended this thing, and now it's just telling you its trouble and asking you to help.
Oh, okay, great.
Bonton, what you doing?
Okay.
You've been helped up.
Yes, I'm standing up. Everyone's gotten ahead of me on the last one.
Yeah. You can trudge up
Okay.
in your big dwarf boots. Probably have water in them now.
I'm a little exhausted still, obviously. Yes.
Clearly.
So I stagger up into the room.
Oh, hey, Bon.
As I come through the door, I look around. Don't open that. Bar the door. Who's he?
There's no door.
Make a door. Who's he?
What's magic?
Actually, can I still detect magic? Is the mist magic?
The mist, absolutely. The projection thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And the big teleportation circle, that's magic.
That's definitely magic. I can't tell anything about where it goes, though, I'm assuming.
Right, there's, yeah.
You know, it's a teleportation circle.
Is the mist a creature?
Can you tell that?
I don't know.
I don't
because
think you can.
Can I roll insight on it to find out if it actually, what its intentions are?
No, but Mora could do that on her turn.
Okay.
Like, the projection thing itself is not a creature. I'll tell you that.
That's good.
It's clearly emulating a creature. It's being created by a creature. I'll say the pod thing is part of a creature. How's that? I guess I am answering your question.
Okay, that's good then. Then I'm going to roll an insight check on the pods.
Sure.
All right, let's see what happens.
One big pod.
Oh, it's one big pod.
10
one big pod.
plus 5, 15.
The pod is there looking, trying to look as inviting as it can. It wants all of you to climb inside.
So maybe it looks soft on the inside.
But it has
Sure.
no intention. It's just trying to encourage us to get
Right.
inside of it.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, how much intent does a pitcher plant have?
So,
intent
unless
does a bear
you're going to move a little more, I think you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Donde, what you doing?
Hey guys, this gold stuff is awesome.
What gold stuff? What gold stuff?
Oh, there was some gold stuff that was like leaking out from under this door that said you shouldn't open.
Don't open that.
But was awesome gold stuff.
The wood is going to be really hard to remove unless you have some sort of like magical pry bar thing or weapon.
So we couldn't even get in there if we wanted to.
Right.
Many magical weapons, don't we?
Yeah, unless you
Well,
had
but-
some sort of magical longsword.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Um,
chop at it with an axe.
So I guess here's the question. Are you going to try to open the door?
I think I'm probably smart enough, or I think I'm probably going to, because there's like there's a crack at the bottom.
It's not a big crack. Yes, there's a small crack.
I think I'm probably like looking.
There's more of that gold stuff. You can't reach it, but there's more of that gold stuff.
Oh, there's gold stuff.
Don't open that.
Okay.
There are no other exits from this room. This is the only door.
Do I know what a teleportation circle is?
Yeah, I think everybody knows what a teleportation circle is.
I mean,
Okay.
Chult, we're in Chult, but we're not
Ask
in
him where
like,
that thing
darkest
goes.
Chult.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go back out the hallway and
Down into the water?
yeah, see if I can see anything coming. The two other passages that are like underwater. I guess the water is like really murky. Isn't
Yeah.
It? So
No, you can't see anything.
You can't see anything. Okay.
All right.
you take
I
a
think
look
that's
at-
done.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So I think that brings us to Snack.
Ask him where this teleporter goes.
So you say that,
Yeah.
and then a voice in your head says, I don't know where that goes. And it says it in Batiri.
It's the pod talking to you. It's got to be.
And the elf's mouth is like, as it's talking to you.
Should probably tell him.
I'm just stuck here. I want to get out. Just get in the pod. We'll be out of here. I'll take you home.
We have those two options, right? Get
Yep.
in the pod, get in the circle,
Open the door.
or open the door, or go back the way we came.
Sure.
Four options.
We have a lot of different options. They just all suck.
Teleporter. There's got to be something on the other side. Not pod. Not pod. Not breaking down a door that someone helpfully labeled in like 19 different languages not to frickin' open and put behind a passageway that is trying to eat you and spits out rats from sphincters.
That also had
With a bad luck with a literal don't enter in front of it. Literally somebody put something behind a door, nailed up like 50 different signs that says, holy crap, keep out, and then put that behind a cursed passageway filled with crap, a horrible thing, and then behind another door that said, hey, don't go here.
yeah.
Let's not do that.
I'm getting
Let's
the
not
impression
open that door.
Yeah, somebody was.
Somebody was thorough.
Do you know what's behind that door? You never will unless you check it.
Oh.
That's a good point.
Anyway,
Hey, you're within earshot. He's just like down the steps, right?
yeah, you guys are all very close to each other.
Cool. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I hope we continue to do so. I'm getting out of here.
Where do you get out of here?
I'm stepping on this teleporter.
All right. So I think
I feel like
Mora?
that's- Yeah,
What are you doing?
I think I'll follow. I mean, I think we're following.
Well, Dale specifically requested that we all kill ourselves at once, so he
I'm-
doesn't have to split party.
Graham thinks that's the best option. Snack is like, this all sucks. F it. I'm out.
Yeah.
so.
more-
I'm going to take you out of initiative
Okay.
Okay.
and storytell a little bit
Okay.
All right.
because you disappoint Hassal and you don't lick up any more gold droplets, and you get into this teleportation circle one at a time, which just will automatically take you to immediately outside another teleportation circle, because a teleportation circle will always connect to another teleportation circle.
Right.
So the teleportation circle that you're connecting to is, well, for one thing, it's deep underground. For another thing, it has seen a lot of seismic activity, and so it is on a piece of rock that is almost vertical. So as you land in the teleportation, next to the teleportation circle, you fall.
Oh no.
So, end of session 5.
Oh no.
Thank you for watching, Dice Friends.
This isn't even a cliffhanger because we're not hanging on anything. This is a fall.
Please join us for session 6 in a week.
Where I will begin by rolling acrobatics to make sure the rest of the party does not fall on me.